If it's not focused, we won't carry on.
I just want to make sure it's absolutely
Is it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yo, what's really good though? It's your girl Yezziyezzir.
And it's your girl AY, you're done already?
You're locked into another episode of Hey Sis.
Okay, where we spew our opinions, we drop gems, okay, we bring you facts, knowledge. And if you don't like it, you already know what I'm gonna say. Kick rocks.
Boom. Listen, we got a juicy episode for you. And it's something that it should be on your mind. Today we're going to be talking about, do birds of a feather really flock together?
Let's get into it.
Okay.
I mean, what do you think? I feel like that statement seems to apply to some people and not others.
Talk about it.
Just putting it out there.
Was that shade?
It's shade.
Should we dim the lights?
Yeah, dim lights down low. I feel like it's very interesting how I see sometimes online, places like Twitter, where the birds of a feather flock together applies to women, but not to men.
Oh. Is this a gender of
no, it's
war
just
genders, yeah?
Interesting, like where that statement I feel like applies to everyone.
Okay.
But however, it seems like sometimes online when we have these conversations, it applies to one person and not the other. And it's like, why is that? If it's the same for everyone.
And you know what, yeah, I do see examples of that when it comes to promiscuity, yeah.
Yeah, or like sometimes women say that, say no, they don't apply it to themselves in their friendship groups, but they apply it to men in their friendship groups. You get it? Like it's just seemed like when does it apply then?
hypocrisy.
No, you know what? Talk up the things,
Yeah.
I mean, when they're talking about like someone being promiscuous or if someone's quite free-spirited, I do see certain people say, oh, if you're like that, your friend must be like that.
Do you think?
Okay. Sometimes personalities match if they are similar in the way in which they move, but sometimes that's not the case. Like you can have two friends who are polar opposites and they don't do the same thing as each other. That does happen. It's not all the time like, oh, if your friend's a criminal, you must be a criminal. It doesn't work like that. So it depends. It's a case by case basis.
So why are you friends with a criminal then?
I'm saying if somebody okay, cool. If you're a young man, you've grown up in London, the capital city, whatever, it goes down in the capital, yeah. You are gonna grow up with people or go to school with people at some point that are into stuff you're not into.
Yeah.
We have all gone to school with people that have done stuff that you wouldn't do. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Not that you would do it.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why as well friends go through chapters.
Yeah.
Because you get to a certain age, I ain't doing that stuff anymore. Or, are you still doing that at this age?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah, I get that. But usually that statement comes in when it's applied to people that you're actually friends with.
Okay,
Not necessarily someone that you might have grown up with and they're living a certain life now, you've outgrown it, but you might see them one time, like once in a while. It's someone that you're like, no, that's my dog, that's my chargy, that's my girl, that's my babe. You know what I mean? That's my bleed.
I will say friends do influence friends.
Yeah.
Like if you see your friends doing good things and making moves, it's going to inspire you to say, oh, I need to really get my ish together. Yeah. Let me go and make some moves. Yeah. I do believe that friends will influence you to a degree. You may not be the same in likeness or kindness, but there's heavy influence in who your immediate circle is. And you know that saying, if you're around the 5 people that you're around the most, you're gonna be like them. So I get it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, and that then kind of means birds of a feather.
I know. You know what? I'm using Higgy Hagger language to go around it, but it's the same.
You know what I mean? Don't go cutting through the corners. Stop to me direct.
It's so true. You know what? Yes.
In some degree, especially if like it's 3 or 4 of you, like let's say like a group of 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Even 5, even 4. If there's a group of even 3.
Okay.
If there's a group of 3. If 2 of you are moving wayward, it's gonna be more difficult for that one person to always be around those 2 people. And not get influenced sometimes.
Yeah, at some point,
But if it's like if you're in a group of 3 and one of you is moving wayward, there's a less chance of the other two are being influenced by the one person. So it depends on how many people in your group are moving like that. I feel like that's when it really matters, because sometimes you can be in a situation where it's like, yeah, you did grow up with them when you were a kid and and it's a circle of you guys, and now you're older and you ladies have grown up, but obviously some people are still moving some ways and then others are moving another. But like if you got one or two, let's say a group of 6, 2 of them are still on some like I don't know young thing, and then you've got other people who the rest are actually matured or whatever, then it's less likely that the others are going to be influenced as such by the two. But if majority of your group moving or agree in certain ways with certain things, you're going to be more likely to be influenced. You can't tell me you're the only one in your group that thinks that cheating is wrong, but all your boys are like, I won't say anything, and then you're just there, you're not influenced. Why would you? Because you're not. You have to have like similar agreements and agreements. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
to be friends with people.
Well,
exactly. Because otherwise, you're telling me when you go out on a lad's holiday, they're not gonna tell you like, bro, you're missing here. Don't worry, I'm gonna say that. Listen, kissing isn't cheating, man. You know what I'm saying? Or she gave you head that ain't cheating, man. You know what I'm saying?
And I just want to say that it's cheating. 1 and 2.
Period. So you know what I'm saying? So I know no one's gonna say anything. It's easier for you to be drawn in.
Yeah, because if everyone's on badness, you're gonna be doing
madness. Exactly. Come on, let's be honest.
So then,
let's be honest.
I've hit a couple crossroads in my life.
Yeah.
Where I've looked at a couple friends and I'm like, I've outgrown this, or I need to achieve this thing, and what you lot on, it's a waste of my time. Not that you want to cut off a friend or anything like that, but there will come a time where you got to deviate your attention and time elsewhere.
You have to kind of put that distance. It's like, okay, cool. I might hang out with you when we go out for brunch, but I'm not going to be hanging out with you when you want to do your stuff, because I don't mess with that. Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? And that's where it comes in. But it's like, a lot of the time, a lot of people just excuse their friends to do whatever they want to do. So then, and then you want to be like, oh no, but I'm different. Are you? Because you think it's okay. Because all your friends do it. If you didn't like it, you wouldn't be so close with all these people.
Who do you want to call out?
I couldn't have nobody.
I'm like, right, the shots have been fired, the lens is about to break.
I'm not calling out, honestly, guys. I'm not calling out anybody. I'm just speaking from what I have witnessed. I'm speaking of what I've witnessed in this world, okay? As a child of God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sanctify and spread the good word.
Amen.
The fact of the matter is, like, the thing is, you outgrow people. If you don't want to be similar and start to take on other people's traits, because that will happen when you spend a lot of time with people. You'll take on their traits, you'll take on their habits. You
will.
But my thing is, how can I say this? I've not perfected the art of like keeping away. Yeah, because the friend will pick up on the distance. Yeah, and then some friends might call you out like, you ain't got time for me.
But why not be honest to me?
How are you gonna be honest? Like, how do you mean?
Be honest and be like, if somebody's like, oh yeah, you seem a bit distant, to be like, yeah, because I feel like the certain things that you engage in, I no longer want to partake in that. I still love you.
What things? What things are you talking about?
I'm saying you.
No, that's what I'm saying. If they say that,
oh, what things are you talking about?
Yeah, because you want to be raw and ready.
Be like, okay, well, I want to settle down. You are about being in the streets. I can't be about.
Are you calling me a hoe though? That's what they're gonna do.
Then I'll be like, no, but you might be calling yourself that, because I never called you that. Ooh. I just said I don't want to be like that.
Have you ever had to have that conversation though?
Well, I tell people I'm just like, I'm not interested in those things. Yeah, but I have never had to be like, they've never questioned me to the point, well, what do you mean? I've just been like, I'm just not interested in those things anymore. I've just changed. And they've noticed and they're like, yeah, you've changed. You're no longer trying to be. I'm like, yeah, I'm bored of that. I'm maturing now, and also it's just life, innit? You get new interests, and that stuff. I was interested in that stuff because of certain reasons in my life. I've now overcome those reasons. I've healed from that, and now I want to try new different things in life.
Healed is a very pointed word. You say that they're not healed.
See, because you know what it is. You say something, boom, they
just hit back at you. But someone wants to have an argument, they will look for.
But am I saying that they're not healed? I'm not saying they're not healed. I'm saying I'm healed. I'm talking about me though.
The reason you did what you did with me was because you were ill. Is that what you're saying?
Was it ill? Was that?
You were ill when you were with me in these streets. So being in the streets.
I was ill. That was ill.
The thing is, this type of conversation.
No, but it's
you know
like
what I'm saying.
No,
this type of conversation, it will never go down well. It's like breaking up with someone that wasn't ready to end a relationship.
Of course, but that's the reality. Is you have. That's the thing. You're just trying to put distance, or you're trying to between certain things, and it's like the reality is it isn't gonna go down well. But fuck it. No, but only because you have to also protect yourself. So what are you gonna do? Yeah. You're gonna keep putting yourself in those positions, compromising positions because you want to please someone else.
So it boils down to the fact that we have to be selfish sometimes in our life.
But putting yourself first if that's being selfish, then yeah, cool, be selfish because you have to. You are 1st. You exist.
Yeah.
Exactly. So. You are first. You put yourself first.
But there's some people that force it. Yeah, they'll be in a friendship group and they believe that they can influence their friends. They can influence them to change. They know that they're going to be an example.
Oh, I get that. I hate that because I'm very much like that. Like like in a lot of times in my life, I've been like that. Especially like I want to help you. I want to help everyone. I want you to be just as good as I am. I want us to both grow and win. But you can take the horse to the water.
Can't make them.
Okay.
No, you know what, it's true because it only lasts for so long.
Exactly. And I've learned that. Exactly. And you realize it's like, why are you so hyper focused on them? You should be. If you're so hyper focused on fixing someone else's, because you're not trying to fix yourself. You're avoiding yourself. You know what I mean? So focus on yourself. When you do you, everything else will come aligned, man. It will work out. Because somebody else will see that and either they take it as, oh, you think you're better than me. I was like, I don't, but you do.
Ooh.
You do, because I never said that. I'm still trying to holler at you.
Triggered, are we?
No, it's true, because I'm trying to holler at you. I'm still trying to hang out with you. I'm just not trying to hang out with you doing that.
Yeah.
Or doing this. Yeah. So how are you still mad?
I think it's okay to say to people, that it's okay to have friends for separate things. If they want to know what they're there for, that's their business. If you want to know, like, I want to know what we are, cool, I'm going to tell you what you are. You're my friend that I go clubbing with. You're the friend I'm going to study with. You're the friend I'm getting money with. Like, there's different friends for different things. And sometimes it's because those are their strengths.
Yeah.
If you know this friend ain't on grinding and heading for their career, but they're a good party time gal, then you spend that time with them. If you know your friend that you do this career stuff with ain't really someone you go to the club with, it is what it is. And if you're one of the lucky ones that have that friend that's just the be all end all, 360, they can do it all, fantastic.
Yeah.
But don't ever force it though.
Exactly. But that's the thing. And I think this comes out again with the other episode we were talking about. You need to let people know what going on. Just let people know what going on, man. And you have these conversations. So, and obviously, because some people, they're not, unfortunately, common sense is not common. No. So common sense will let you know, this person, I love this person, but we're only good for this. You can tell, what, because the kind of relationship you have with them. But it's like, and also knowing, like being aware of yourself and how things in life is. Not everyone is like that. Fair enough. But being able to have those conversations and just saying to someone like, like, I love you. Like, when it comes to that, like, we will hang out for that. But it's like, if it's something outside of that, I'm not going to hit you up because you're just not that type of person. But more time than not, that person is not even going to hit you up for that very same thing that they're probably complaining about. They just want to be able to be that person for you. They want to be able to feel like you can. You do. You know what I mean? You want to do that. But it happens, man.
Oh, I've got a little story. This is a super story.
Story time.
Story. I had a friend. Yeah, she was I don't want to say an introvert. She was a homebody. Cool. She says no.
Why don't you want to say introvert? If they're an introvert, there's nothing wrong with that.
Because she's not an introvert in every setting. Like, if it's a gathering at the house, like a kickback, she's cool like that. But if it's like to go out, dress up the whole nines, whatever, she funny. Anyway, ex-friend. So she can say no, like it's her favorite word, unless it's like maybe food, going out for food, whatever. There was something that went down. I didn't bother inviting her. Then she was like, why didn't you invite me? Okay, I'll tell you why. Because I knew it wouldn't be your scene based on, your previous.
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, but I would have liked to be given the courtesy. But you were going to say no. Yeah, but I want the courtesy of saying no.
For some people, courtesy translates to the right to say no.
I know, but my thing is that we were friends for so long. I know you don't want to go to this thing, but you're telling me...
Some people are like that. A lot of people are like that.
I want to know you think.
A lot of people,
but I talked to you at the time. I talked to her every damn day.
A lot of people are like that. I think it boils down to, again, being wanted. That whole feeling of being wanted,
But you can't be wanted in every facet. That's actually a lot.
That's why you should go therapy.
Come on, therapy call.
Who cut you a check this season?
No,
listen,
AY therapy drink, guys.
I'm telling you, AY is doing a Charlemagne the Gods, and she's mentioned therapy. I'm all for therapy, but I feel like a check has been cut. Who cut the check?
So there's one clinic somewhere in South.
I'm telling you.
She's gonna start referring.
And then she's like, if you
use
use my code. Use my discount code. No, get out for your first 10 sessions. But you know what? Yeah, no.
No, but it's true because you're now you just want to be wanted in every situation, even though you know it's not for you. So now you're even coming to test your friendship just because you want to be wanted, even though you know you're not gonna go.
Was I wrong for that?
No, you're not. I've been in that situation. That's toxic behavior. I've been in a situation as well. I've had a friend where I didn't invite them to certain settings because I knew they're not gonna come because they don't like those kind of settings. And when they did, they did message me and ask me, "Oh, why didn't you invite me there?" And I said, honestly, it's because I knew you wouldn't come to that situation. Yeah. I was planning to just do something between you and I rather than going to that settings. Yeah. That is why. And they because they're self-aware, were like, no, I hear that. Fair enough, it's true. I don't tend to like to go to those kind of settings. So I do understand why you would say that, especially because of my past experience and my past actions. So fair enough, I understand. It's cool. Like, I don't take it to heart. You see, self-aware. Why? Because they do therapy.
Oh, okay. Are we gonna drink? Because she said therapy. So my thing is this year. I like to think I'm fair to a degree. I'm not perfect, but I like to think I'm fair. Had the friend at the time said to me, you know what, I'm not down for those things all the time, but from time to time I am, so keep me in mind. I would have said, you know what, my bad, cool, I'm gonna keep you in mind. But it's the fact that I said, but had I invited you, would you have said yes? And they laughed, they chuckled and went, no.
That's not the point.
And I'm just like, if she said it with a serious tone, I just don't want to be forgotten. I would say, oh, bro, you know what, I'm gonna just invite you to everything just to be on the safe side. Even though I might know you're going to say no, I'll do that. But it's the fact she chuckled. I just felt like you're starting to rub me up the wrong way.
But it's what I'm saying. It's just...
Everyone's compliments different. Maybe she just got clocked and now she's laughing because she's embarrassed inwardly. And if I laugh through this, maybe it won't be so sad that I'm trying to do test of love and test of will in a friendship. Well,
test of love. I'm not your man.
But that's the thing. Some people use friendships to say it's a test. I want to figure out what's happening right now. But
ask me.
But they don't want. Hey, look at some. No one wants to. I personally have been where you guys are, and I'm a confronter. And I have one friend that respected it, and one friend that I learned the ugly truth. I was not prepared for that news because I was like, drop her. Why do you want her? Me, and then
yeah.
You just have to keep in mind that some people are different. Because I need that friend that wasn't willing to drop her, even if she'd gotten dropped herself. Okay, let me not be rude. She is someone who likes to be everyone's friend.
Okay, so 2022, are we dropping or cutting people off?
I mean, if it's toxic behaviors, you should. Okay. But like, if it's them ones where you can love from afar. It's not by force that you have to be around them 24/7. I talk to them 24/7, but you can still be there. I have multiple friends that I don't see them every year, like every day. I might see them maybe like twice a year, bro. Do you know what I mean? Birthday and like one random extra day in the year, that we're able to link up. But we love each other, and we ride for each other. And every time we see each other, it's like, I just saw you yesterday.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Because the energy is real.
Exactly. That's the reality. Knowing where you stand. Stop trying to make your friends, your friend, your boyfriend, your lover, your mother, your father, your cousin, your grandma, your then toes, head, shoulders, knees and toes.
And no, you know what? It's so true. It's very awkward, and I feel like we don't get me wrong. I'm the last. Pressure. Sometimes I'm the last person to be like, let's have a sit down conversation. I'll admit it. But conversations are needed in friendships to just voice out, listen, this is too much for me. This is what I can offer you at this point in time. Yeah. But it seems like you want a little bit more, but I need to let you know that.
I'm not the one, babe. Because it can get really toxic and unhealthy. And then you're just like, bro, like, I love you, but what the hell? Like, what do you want from me? And it's like, I want your skin. I want to be next to you. I want to wear it. I want to breathe the same air as you next. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, that's scary.
No, it's true. And that's when the conversations have to come in like, yo, what do you want from this friendship? Because I know what I want.
Yeah.
But listen.
And I've had that conversation. I've been that person. I've had that conversation.
How did it turn out? Are you still friends today? That's the question.
Still friends with that person today, but I had that conversation. I had to tell them like, yo, it's getting scary. You
might want to back them up.
Because of the type of person I am as well. I'm like, just because I'm not there 24/7, you know that I love you, know how I am, so accept me for me the same way you expect me to accept you for you.
Yeah, because you can't, it will become draining after a while.
Exactly. And they felt that at first they said it felt like I just stabbed them in the heart, but they were like, later on they realized, you were coming from a good place and what you were saying hold truths. So they had to sit down and reevaluate, and I'm like, I respect that. Do you know what I mean? It could have gone sideways and they could have been like, you know what, I don't want to be your friend no more. And to that would have been, that's a shame and it's sad, but you know, it's life, innit? Yeah. But it's like, no, they realize it's like, I value this person, I guess, more than just me, my obsessions or whatever I have with myself. And so, but you know what, you have to do it, especially if it gets too toxic. Man. Yeah. Or, bruv, you know what? You see me, I'll go, I'll do.
No, I was going to say that you managed to do all of that without compromising yourself, which is dope. Because we always tend to put people ahead of ourselves and we let ourselves down because we don't put ourselves first.
No, I compromised myself many times before I got there. Don't worry.
Exactly. Let me know. And you know what? That's the good thing about life. You have to learn. You learn along the way. But listen, just before we go, we got to leave you with something special. It goes by the term we call takeaway. We good?
We got to 21:32.
Are we good? Okay, great. Cool. So just before we go, final takeaways in regards to birds of a feather. Do they really flock together? I'll say this. I was capping at the beginning of the episode. To a degree, at the end of the day, you will take on traits from people you spend time with the most. But then again, you can also end up influencing your friends. But I will say this, for the best type of self-development, there will come a time that you really have to be around the people that you want to be as well. You can't save everybody. No. So birds of feather, do they really flock together? It's a yes, but you gotta be careful, man. What you got for them, AY?
I said it from the beginning that they do. So in reality, as she said, they really do flock together. And as she said as well, if you want to grow, you have to be around people who are also like that. You can't be with people who are out here doing scammer life, but you want to do relationship, marriage, kingdom life. It don't make no sense. Those two ain't gonna add up because they don't know what that is. So you have to be around the people who are like-minded, okay? But I get it, if you have one or two people that are they're wayward, sometimes you need that friend. You need that wayward friend because, you know, sometimes they spice up your life.
Every boy and every girl spice up your life. Okay, listen, that's true though. You've been listening or watching another banging episode of Hey Sis, but before you go,
make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, follow, everything you're saying. So you've been watching Hey Sis and listening. Stay tuned.
Bow.